Peace, 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 peace. It's Andrew the Promised Child once again. How we doing this morning? And you know how we always start this morning thing off. Gotta be thankful that we alive. I know some of us going through financial problems, some of us going through relationship problems, some of us even going through health problems, right? But at the end of the day, like I always say, we gotta take a step back and be thankful for life because somebody ain't wake up this morning. We take that for granted. We take the things that we think are small are really big, and what we think is big is really small. You know what I'm saying? I was one of my favorite rappers named J. Cole, right? And J. Cole was like, a home, a home is a place where people in there love you. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about how he rather be in a smaller house in a shack or something like that rather than being in a mansion with people who don't love him. You know what I'm saying? So, people go crazy. I got to get a house. I got to get a car. Like, that's going to make them happy. At the end of the day, human beings, we are social creatures, right? And at the end of the day, when this thing is over, this thing called life is over, right? You lose a loved one or something. You realize what really mattered was spending time with that loved one. You realize all the money, the things that you wanted really didn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, it's cool to get money. Of course, we live in a society that forces us to use money. You know what I'm saying? It's a force. You can't just walk up in the store and just go grab something. You can't even purchase land. You can't even get land. You got to purchase it. You need money for it. So I'm not saying that money is not important. What I'm saying is that money is not the all be all. I was listening to one of these Boosie. Matter of fact, I was listening to Boosie, and he was on doing one of these podcasts, and Boosie said, man, I give all this money away, all this fame back just to get my people back. You know what I'm saying? And he's rich, and people who are poor, or, people who are not financially where they want to be, they think that money solves everything. Nah, man, it doesn't. You got billionaires just stressed out. You know what I'm saying? You got billionaires that's going to therapy. You know what I mean? Because they stressed out. So be thankful for life. Be thankful that you could breathe. Because right now, somebody laying in the bed right now in the hospital and they on a machine. They on a machine fighting to breathe. And you taking it for granted. Because you ain't got the new Lamborghini or the new Lexus or the new apartment or the new house. And you taking your breathing for granted. You taking your sight for granted. It's people who can't see. You know what I'm saying? It's people who can't talk. They can't even verbalize what they have to say. They can't even say what they have to say. And so you think that's small, but that's really big. That's really big. Kanye West said it the best. He said they made us love their wealth and hate ourselves. Ain't that something? And that's a deep jewel right there. That's deep. And it's something to think about. See, when you hear it, you just, oh, that's a dope bar. No, you got to think about it. Some people care about material things more than they care about their health. Their health declining, but they going to make sure they fly, though. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start taking our health and things like that very, very, including me, because I'm a fat boy. I love to eat too. So, but I gotta take a step back and get myself together, but at the end of the day, man, go after your dreams. Today is the day to go after your dreams. Today is the day. If you want to start building a social media platform, today is the day to create a platform. And there's a lot of people I know that's going to say, well, I don't got 10,000 followers on YouTube, or I don't have enough followers on Instagram for me to start earning money. Let me tell you something. For the past few days, I've been promoting this app called Anchor.fm.com. Now, listen, I don't even have 55 listeners on there, right? I don't even have 55 listeners. But Anchor sponsored me, and now I'm earning some change on there. You hear me? I'm earning some change on there. So I'm getting paid from that. Another app that you can earn some money off is called Patreon. With Patreon, it's a subscription-based monthly. They can pay you monthly, and you can earn money on there. Now, am I saying you're gonna make $100,000 overnight, $50,000 overnight? No, that's. I'm not one of those type of teachers. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you as soon as you get on Anchor today, you gonna make you $500, or as soon as you create a Patreon today, you gonna get 1,000 patrons. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you don't need millions or thousands of followers to start earning some money online. That's you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a dope thing to, I don't care if it's just $1. It's a dope thing to earn some money off of doing what you love. That's like one of the dopest feelings. I don't care, like somebody say, here go 50 cent for what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, it's not, you gonna give me 50 cent for doing what I love? So I look at it like, if you can make $1, you can make $10. If you can make $10, you can make $20. And if you can make $20, you can make $100. You know what I'm saying? I believe in mathematics. You know what I'm saying? If you can make $100, you can make 200. You make 200, you can make 400 straight up. So just, start pumping that content. Put that content out. I'm not saying that you have to post as much as I post. I'm dropping 5 to 8 times a day, but you don't have to do that. You could do 1 time a day, just shining the light on what you do. Whatever it is that you do. If you cook, if you sing, if you're a comedian. Because I'm trying to tell you, like, this social media thing is so powerful, right? And I think a lot of y'all get caught up in the numbers. What good is 100,000 followers if you can't sell 5 shirts? But you got people who got 1,000 followers and can sell 100 shirts. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in the numbers. You want to focus on getting the conversions of how many people in your DM, how many people actually want a product, how many people actually want a service from you. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the numbers, because a lot of people get discouraged and they blame it on social media. They be like, man, social media, people on social media be faking, woo, and all. I'm like, yo, you focus on the wrong thing. I'm like this. I could sell a product to somebody in Texas. Watch this. I had a person from Germany hit me up, right? It's like, yo, I need some of that shea butter that you got. I'm like, word. So I go down to the, and the only reason why I didn't get to mail it because I went down to the post office and they was charging me a crazy number. So I had to charge this particular person a crazy number. You know what I'm saying? But that was a person from Germany. So your mind's so stuck on your relatives and your associates, because there's a difference between relatives, associates, family, and friends. That's a big difference. Relatives, I heard a brother say it like this. 19 Keys said it, so I'm not going to take the credit for it. But 19 Keys said that relatives are just connected to you by blood. Family is connected to you by love. So when I heard him say that, I said that's the dopest thing. But y'all be so focused on the relatives and the associates. And associate, let me break that down to you. Associate is just somebody you know. We might have went to school together. They might live in the same neighborhood. We might go to the same store, but we not friends. We have no real connection. They just an associate. So the thing is, you so focused on them that you forget about the 10 million people in Texas. You forget about the 20 million people across seas or whatever. You forget about all that. Stop focusing on them and push that content out, because you never know who gonna see it and who gonna support it. Like I said, and this the thing with today's society. We want it now. Like, everything gotta be microwave. Don't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to use the stove no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just want microwave success. I just want to put it in the microwave and it pop up in 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? No, it takes time. Your butt ain't become 25 overnight. Your butt ain't become 30 overnight. The plants, the trees that you see have grown ain't happen overnight. It takes time. So keep pushing the content. I'm trying to tell you, social media is a powerful, 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 powerful tool. Social media allows you to do what companies spend billions of dollars to do. What I mean by that, right? And I'm gonna drop this last bar and I'm gonna let you go, right? But companies spend billions of dollars a year. You don't believe me? Go turn on your TV right now, right? Go to the stations that do commercials, and how many times you seen a Joe Bieber commercial? You think that's for free, huh? No, Joe Bieber paying for that. You know what I'm saying? How many times you seen a McDonald's commercial just promoting anything, whatever type of sandwich, whatever, a Arby's, a Hardee's commercial, and they're paying that to reach millions and millions of people every day. But you have a platform where you could possibly, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it can happen. You can reach probably 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even matter. Let's say you can even just get 20,000. Now, say it reached 20,000 people. Now, back to Joe Bieber. Joe Bieber know everybody's not going to come to him because there's many competitors that he have, right? But watch this. Let's say 1 million people seen the commercial in a week. He could at least get 10,000. So, this what I'm saying to you, entrepreneur, hustler. Forget the relatives, forget the associates. The more people know what you do, the better chances you got of selling the product. If 100 people know that you sell a product, 9 out of 10, you might could get 3 or 5 out of them. You got 1,000, you might could get, you know what I'm saying? You might could get 20, 25. So the more people that know, the better chances you got in selling the product. It ain't that the people at McDonald's is better than you and they're just so superior. No, they just understand the numbers game. Just like when if you a former dope boy, the more people that know that you got that stuff, the better chances you got in selling it. If don't nobody know you, if only 3 people know you got it, how you expect to make your $1,000 a day if only 3 people know you got it? But if the hood know, this hood know, that hood know, and that hood know, you got a better chance of getting it off. So I appreciate you for listening again. Thank you for coming on Coffee Talk, checking me out. Remember that you're awesome. Remember that you're powerful. Remember that you can do all things. And this is something that I got to squeeze in at the end. Be thankful for life, man. Be thankful that you're here. I'm glad I can smell this coffee. I'm so glad that I'm not in nobody jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in nobody jail. I'm not in nobody grave. I got me some good old coffee ready to dump this sugar up in here. And I get to enjoy my family every day. You heard? Peace.